Welcome to Fossils and Fiction, a podcast exploring cultural and scientific ideas about dinosaurs. My guest today is Liam Tullett, model builder for the Brickman, a team of Lego builders led by Ryan McNaught, Australia's only Lego certified professional builder. Tullett joins me to talk about Jurassic World by Brickman, an exhibition featuring life-size dinosaurs made from Lego that is currently on display at the Australian Museum in Sydney. I'm a huge Lego fan, and as you know, I also love dinosaurs, so I couldn't pass up this opportunity to bring them together. Tullett, welcome to Fossils and Fiction.
Thanks so much for having me.
Professional Lego builder, best job in the world?
Yeah, I must say it is. It's got to be up there. Definitely a lot of fun. Yep.
Fantastic. How did you get into that kind of role? How did you become a professional Lego builder?
So it was always something that I had been passionate about as a hobby. Like I'd always just had Lego from when I was a kid and kind of never really grew out of that. And I was looking for a job. I just finished university. I was looking for a job in environmental science. And I really couldn't find anything and just saw an advertisement for this job with Brickman, with Ryan McNaught, just advertised on Facebook and kind of thought, yeah, I'd love to do that. Like it's something. And then I applied for it. And the first interview was fairly standard. Like it was just a normal resume. There was options to attach pictures of anything that I'd built at home of my own design. So I did some of that. Didn't really think anything of it. Like it was totally a wide shot, I thought. Did the first interview. That was fairly normal. And Ryan said, right, we'd love to have you back for a second interview. We want you to build a model of your own head and we'll see you in a week. So I then went home and sort of frantically built for a week and built a model of my own head and took that back. And he liked it and gave me the job.
So you studied environmental science at university and then became a Lego builder.
Yep.
Not a lot of direct connection between the two, but you've obviously been a fan of Lego for quite some time.
Yeah, yep. And there's a few of us. Like no one has really studied quote unquote the right thing to be a Lego builder.
Sure.
There's no real right thing. The most important thing is just the passion for Lego, really.
Yeah. So you're working as part of this team led by the Brickman, Ryan McNaught, who you've mentioned a couple of times. Tell me about the team and your colleagues.
So there's a team, there's almost 30 of us now. So there's about 10, 11 model builders. We've got guys who build the steel supports for the Lego models. A lot of them, especially the large ones, have internal steel structures to keep them stable. So there's a team of guys that do that as well in-house. There's people that design the 3D models, so 3D artists and graphic designers and engineers. Inventory as well. There's people that manage our inventory. We have like tens of millions of bricks, literally, that are all inventoried. So it's a massive operation. There's, over 20 of us now. Yeah,
awesome. Now, this is a dinosaur podcast, so the reason I actually wanted to get you on and talk to you rather than just talk about Lego is that the Brickman team has a touring exhibition of dinosaurs from Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, and you were in Melbourne for a little while, and now it's been at the Australian Museum in Sydney. So tell us about the dinosaurs. Some of them are huge and they're all made out of Lego. So what can people expect at that exhibition?
Yeah, so we estimate about 6 million Lego bricks to create an exhibition that's based on the Jurassic franchise. And there's over 30 models, if you like, that are almost all full-scale life-size dinosaurs. So we built it over about a year it took, and we tried to just sort of cover the scope, all the dinosaurs from those movies. So they're not all scientifically accurate because we have copied the ones from the movies.
Yep.
So it's a touring exhibition, and it just aims to sort of be that experience of the movies in Lego form.
Yeah, great. And there's a huge pair of Jurassic gates there as well, I've noticed. I think, do you walk through those to get into the exhibition?
Yeah, that's right. So the first thing you see is the Jurassic Park gate, about 4.5 meters tall. So you walk through those doors.
4.5 meter tall Lego model. That's extraordinary.
Yep. So our largest piece in the exhibition is the sort of front head and shoulders of a T-Rex, and that's life size. That one weighs about 3 tons.
Sorry, did you say the model weighs about 3 tons?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
That's huge.
So there's about a ton of Lego and then 2 tons of steel inside.
Yep.
Because it's sort of reaching forwards, like to counterbalance that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an incredible model. The exhibition started in Melbourne and it was impacted by COVID lockdowns a few times, but I know that it managed to draw the crowds. How did people react to those designs when they first walk in there and see them?
It was really awesome. So we were really lucky for a lot of the lockdowns. We were open under TV production, being affiliated with Lego Masters. So we were doing stuff for them that let us stay open for most of the lockdown in some capacity. So when we finally did get to show the exhibition to the public, we had kind of like a big event. Had lots of people from Lego Masters come through, and friends and family and journalists and stuff like that. And it was a fantastic feeling to be able to finally show off all this work that we've been working on for a year, kind of behind closed doors in full lockdown. And just it was fantastic. Like, kids and adults alike just in awe. Obviously the Jurassic franchise is one that has spanned a generation, so you have quite a broad range of people there. Everyone really loved it, which was fantastic for us.
And of course Dominion's coming out very soon now, so that's obviously building a bit of hype as well. We have a few things, can't really say much, but we do have some stuff in the pipeline from that, which is good. So there's some secret things that you can't let us in on yet that are coming, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yep.
Awesome. Any hints?
No, nothing yet.
Oh, fair enough. Make sure you let me know, and I'll pass it on. Did you make any changes for the Sydney stop from when it was in Melbourne?
Yes. So we added a life-size baryonyx.
Yeah. And
so that sat out the front of the exhibition as a kind of teaser as to what the exhibition was about. So that was the baryonyx is posed on a very dynamic angle, kind of leaning forwards with its tail right up in the air. So a very tricky model to build. Lots of curves and lots of shaping, but really great to see that one.
You mentioned the curves, and you said previously that these dinosaurs are more like the ones from the Jurassic franchise rather than scientific ones. What kind of references did you use? Did you get anything from the producers of those films, or did you sort of just Google a lot of images and go from there?
No, almost all of it came directly from Universal. Obviously a lot of this stuff, because it was affiliated with Jurassic, had to be approved by them.
It's a licensed exhibition, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So they were a lot of the 3D models we had from them, and then they were put through with our 3D artists and converted, and the colours were transferred across as faithfully as possible within the limitations of Lego colours. Everything was really quite heavily based on what you see in the movies.
Which of the dinosaurs did you get your hands in? You've explained a bit how the workshop works. Do you all sort of have a role in everything, or do you break it up into teams, and how do you go from there?
Almost all of it, everyone had hands on, because all of these dinosaurs are so massive. Almost all of them, everyone was involved in. I think there was only 2 or 3 dinosaurs in the end that I wasn't involved in at all. My favourite thing I did a few little minifig scenes of the arrivals of both the Jurassic World movies. So that big cruise ship that arrives and brings passengers to the island, as well as the plane landing on the army base from the start of the second World movie. So it was good to do a little bit of detailed minifig sort of stuff, have a bit more freedom with that. Probably the favourite thing.
Yeah, minifigs have so much expressiveness. There's so much that you can kind of do with them and do these little scenes. But it's really cool that you get to replicate some of those iconic movie scenes as well.
Yeah, for sure. And because so much of the exhibition is these massive, life-size dinosaurs, I really wanted to take that opportunity and, cram as much detail as I could into these little minifig dioramas.
Awesome. I'm nowhere near your level of skill, but I'm working on a build myself that comes from Jurassic World, a bit of a main street with the Mosasaur Lagoon and the Mosasaur coming up. So I'll put that out soon.
Yeah, fantastic. I'd love to see it.
It's minifig scale. So, look, did you ever think that your builds would end up in the Australian Museum? It's such an iconic institution, and some of your work's displayed there at the moment. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, never in my wildest dreams. Like, it's such a... I never thought I'd be able to say anything like that, from going from kind of just having Lego as this hobby at home, and then, expanding that out to a Lego room at home, and then expanding that to a job even. It's still kind of like, it's a really cool thing to be able to say.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite dinosaur?
I had a good think about this, and I think I'm going to stick with the same answer that I had when I was about 6 years old, and go with a Diplodocus.
Yeah.
I don't really have a good reason. I liked that dinosaur when I was a kid, and I haven't seen anything better than it since.
I think the size of a Diplodocus is something that really draws in attention, and you're absolutely right though. When you pick a dinosaur as a kid, that becomes the one. It becomes your sort of icon going forward, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. The first one that you chose.
Absolutely. Can you let us in on any future stops for Jurassic World? Where will people see the dinosaurs next?
It's still up in the air a little bit, but I can say that it will be staying in Australia for a while. So the next stop is definitely in Australia, which is good.
Fantastic. I think
not travelling too far.
Yeah, I've seen some Jurassic fans online who've been bragging that we have this fantastic exhibition here in Australia, and it's been in Sydney and Melbourne so far. So I think people can draw their own conclusions where it might head off to next. Yes, it is always good to see sort of people from other cities complaining, I suppose, that it's not in their city yet. Yeah.
That's always a good feeling for us.
In Jurassic, there's things in the US like the live tour, which have these huge animatronics and puppets and things on stage, and it's like, I wish that could come here, but I tell you what, we've got a Lego exhibition, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, I hope we can provide some good competition for that.
Fantastic. Well, as Dominion gets closer and is released, I hope that continues to draw the crowds. Tullett, thank you so much for joining me for this interview, and good luck with the builds and the exhibition.
Thanks so much, and thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Tullett, model builder for the Brickman. Jurassic World by Brickman is open until July 17 at the Australian Museum, Sydney. See exhibition.thebrickman.com for more information. Thank you for listening to the Fossils and Fiction podcast, produced by me, Travis Holland, with the support of Charles Sturt University. The podcast theme music is Sonora by Quincas Morea via the YouTube audio library. Find more content on our social media channels: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Show notes are available on the website fossilsfiction.co. You can subscribe to the podcast on all major podcasting platforms.